Rocky Marciano.
This match.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Right hook is scoring. That counter punch got him clean. Catch and shoot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. The hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. A straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
Fire back on the job. It was a god-awful round.
And there's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Imagine being right in there.
How about that time counter shot? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Straight right just misses. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye. They're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this.
Let's get it started in round three. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Todd, that was a fight that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, it just really befuddles your opponent, because when they think you're out of range, bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of the jab, it takes and befuddles the fighter.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Nope, that hook won't score. That left hook just missed. Just avoids the left uppercut. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man.
On to the fourth we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink, because one big shot and this thing could be over. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. No rest for the weary. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter shot. Caution being thrown to the wind. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish up.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. Nice counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. We've seen in the past in this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Beautiful, very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Breathe. Just get your breath back.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter. And he scores with the counter. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? And Jeff Johnson is staged. I don't believe it. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. A perfect counter. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Just the same again.
Right, let's go out there and get your boxing back together.
Here we go, it's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss for that jab.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
Can you believe this? I don't believe it. Jack Johnson is down.
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's 1-2 straight down the middle. Can't.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Don't worry about that round.
Just keep him on the end of that jab and you'll get your time in.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out
A little bit so he can't figure you out. Good work.
And we enter the 8th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. One punch could change. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny.
Are we about to witness history? The great Rocky Marciano in serious trouble. Drop their guard, they get caught.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, pal, ring away. You walk back.
Okay, I'm happy.
And we enter the ninth. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. They've got
Got to use their jab better in this fight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch. That left hook missed.
Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights.
The straight right just misses.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. And then get...
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is...
And there's the bell for round 10. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. A perfect counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Do you believe this?
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We know you've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Couldn't land that jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. counter punch caught him clean. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard. He's going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Breathe. Breathe. Just get the breath back.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body. Frustrate them. Take the mind off the chin. Take the mind of protecting everything around that. Work the body. Use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Can't land that jab. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Defense is not an option for these two. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. He misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
And you get your time in already.
What was that? What are you doing?
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Beautiful counter shot. It's bombs away. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That jab misses. Punch, counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Good round. You feel good? Good, man.
Get a jab back. Just box him. Just be smart.
Give him any free shots. Keep strong.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The straight right just misses. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The straight right just misses. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can't score with that jab. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
So we've reached the final round of the fight. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Misses with the jab. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Beautiful counter. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant, is down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Well, it's Let's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.